Hi, in this video I would like to explain the absolute maximum and absolute minimum of the given function on the given interval. To find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum, we have to find the critical points. First, let us see why should we find the critical points. For example, if you consider this function, that absolute maximum at a end point A and also absolute minimum at end point B. Suppose if you consider this function that the end points are AB and that absolute maximum at the interior point x2, that is other than these end points, that absolute minimum at end point A. If you consider this function that absolute maximum at the end point B and that absolute minimum at other than end points A and B, that is at x1. Suppose if you consider this function that is absolute maximum at x2 and absolute minimum at x1. These 2 points are other than the end points A and B. So we have to find all the critical points to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. Suppose if you consider this function, these are the that limits on A and B. Those are the closed intervals A and B. And to find the absolute maximum, you have to find these points also. Those are the C, E, D. That is absolute maximum at D and absolute minimum at A. So to find these absolute maximum and absolute minimum, we have to find the f of x values by substituting these end points and also the critical points. Then how to find these critical points? That is, we have to find the critical points by finding the f dash equal to 0 and where f dash does not exist. Then finding all critical points of f on the interval, we have to substitute those critical points and end points on the f. Then we have to find the largest and smallest of those values to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. Now let us find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum of the given function, that equal to 12 plus 4x minus x square in the closed interval 0 to 5. First we have to find the f dash of x, that differentiation of the 12 plus 4x minus x square, that differentiation of the 4x is the 4 and minus x square differentiation is 2x. So we have to set the 4 minus 2x equal to 0 to find the x. That is 4 minus 2x equal to 0. Then x equal to 2. That critical point inside, that is 2. So we have to find the f at endpoints and critical points. That endpoints are 0 and 5. That f of 0. How to substitute the 0 in the function? Those are 12 plus and 4 into 0 minus 0 square. 12, that is 12 plus 4 into 0, 0 and 0 square is the 0. So that equal to 12. Next we have to find the f of x, that is x equal to 2. F of 2, that equal to 12 plus 4 into 2, that is the 8 minus x square, that is the 2 square, that is 4, that equal to 16. Next we have to find the at 5, f of 5, that is 12 plus 4 into 5, 20 minus 5 square, 25, that equal to, that value is 7. Among these three values, we have to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. That absolute maximum, that is at 16. That f of x equal to 16, that is f of 2. F of 2 absolute maximum, that at x equal to 2. And absolute minimum, that is the minimum value is the 7. So that f of 5 absolute minimum f of 5 equal to 7 at x equal to 5. Let us see the another example that f of x equal to x square root of 4 minus x square. To find the f dash of x, it is in the form of uv. So to find the differentiation of the uv, we write that is the u dash v plus u v dash, that u equal to x, u dash equal to differentiation of x is the 1, so it is the 1 into 4 square root of 4 minus x square, that is the v, plus u v dash, that is the u x, and v dash, v dash means that is the differentiation of the square root of 4 minus x square. Then we can write this square root of 4 minus x square equal to 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2. Then differentiation of this 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2, that we can write as x power n into differentiation of x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1. So n means here 1 by 2 into 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2 minus 1, that is the 1 minus 2 by 2, that is minus 1 by 2. So this 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2 differentiation is 1 by 2 into 4 minus x square whole power minus 1 by 2. And differentiation of the 2x minus x square is the minus 2x. So while simplifying this f dash of x, we get the 4 minus 2x square by square root of 4 minus x square. We have to set this 4 minus 2x square by square root of 4 minus x square equal to 0. Then this 4 minus 2x square equal to 0. Then x square equal to 2, x equal to plus or minus square root of 2. If we consider this square root of plus square root of 2, then that is the in the interval of minus 1 to 2. If we take the minus root 2, that is beyond the this limits. So we consider that x equal to plus root 2. And we have to find the f at the end points minus 1, 2 and also at the plus root 2. So first let us find the f of minus 1. That f of minus 1, when substitute the minus 1 at x, that is a minus 1 into square root of 4 minus of minus 1, that is a 3. Minus 1 root 3, that equal to minus root 3. That value is minus 1.732. And f of root 2. And substitute the f of root 2 in x into square root of 4 minus x square, that is the root 2 whole square, that is the here it is the x is the root 2 and root 2 whole square, that is 2, 4 minus 2, that is the 2, that is we get the root 2 into root 2, that equal to 2. Then we have to substitute the end point, that is 2, f of 2 equal to then 2 into square root of 4 minus 2 square, that is the 4 minus 4, 0. Then we get the 2 into 0, we get the 0. Among these three values, we have to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. That is the maximum value at 2. The maximum value is the 2. So the maximum, absolute maximum at f of root 2, that equal to 2. And minimum, absolute minimum is the that minimum value is the minus 1.732, that is at minus 1. F of minus 1, that is the absolute minimum. Now let us find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum for the another function, f of x equal to 2 cos x plus sin 2x on the interval 0 to pi by 2. First you have to find the differentiation. The differentiation of the 2 cos x plus sin 2x. That is, cos x differentiation is the minus sin x. So 2 cos x equal to differentiation of 2 cos x equal to minus 2 sin x plus sin 2x differentiation is cos 2x and differentiation of 2x is 2. So differentiation of 2 cos x plus sin 2x equal to minus 2 sin x plus 2 cos 2x. Then have to set the f dash of x equal to 0. So minus 2 sin x plus 2 cos 2x equal to 0. Then cos 2x equal to sin x. And we can write this cos 2x equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x. Then this term will be 1 minus 2 sin square x equal to sin x. That is 2 sin square x plus sin x minus 1 equal to 0. This equation is in the form of the quadratic equation, that is as square plus bs plus c equal to 0. To find the roots, that s equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and that s equal to sin x. That equation, quadratic equation, 2 sin square x plus s minus 1 equal to 0. Then s equal to minus b, that is the minus, that coefficient of this term will be 1. So that is the minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. 4 into 2 into minus 1, that is the b square minus of minus 8, that is a 1 plus 8, and this square root of 1 plus 8 equal to 3. So that will be minus 1 plus or minus 3 by 4. Then s equal to 1 by 2 or s equal to minus 1. Then you have to substitute this s value for the sin x, that s equal to sin x. We have taken that s equal to sin x. So we have to substitute these values. That sin x equal to 1 by 2. That sin x means that x equal to pi by 6. That is sin 30 equal to 1 by 2. So that x equal to pi by 6. Here s equal to minus 1, that is not beyond these intervals. So we have to consider this s equal to 1 by 2 only. Then we have to find the f for the end points and also at the x equal to pi by 6, that is a critical point. So we have to find the f value for the 0, pi by 2, those are the end points, and pi by 6. That f of 0, that is a 2 cos 2x, that is a 2 cos 0 plus sin 0, that equal to cos 0 is the 1, that is 2 into 1, 2, and sin 0 is the 0. So it is that value equal to 2. And f of pi by 6, that is 2 cos pi by 6 plus sin 2 into pi by 6, that is the pi by 3. That is 2 cos pi by 6, that value is the root 3 by 2, and sin pi by 3, that is the root sin 16, that is the root 3 by 2. 2 root 3 plus root 3, that is the 3 root 3 by 2. And f of pi by 2, that equal to 2 cos pi by 2 plus sin of 2 into pi by 2, that is the sin pi. Sin pi is the 0, and cos pi by 2, cos 90 is also 0. 2 into 0, 0, plus 0, that equal to 0. Among these 3 points, you have to find the maximum and minimum values. These 3 values are that f of 0 is the 2, and f of pi by 6 is the 3 root 3 by 2, that equal to approximately 2.598, and this value is the 0. Among these 3 values, that is the maximum value is the 2.598, that is the 3 root 3 by 2, that is the f of pi by 6. That absolute maximum f of pi by 6, that is at x equal to pi by 6, and the minimum value is the 0, that is absolute minimum, that is f of pi by 2, that x equal to pi by 2. Let us see another example, that is f of x equal to 3x power 2 by 3 on the interval minus 27 to 8. First of all, you have to find the f dash of x, that equal to 3 into 2 by 3 x power minus 1 by 3. If you set that equal to 0, that is 2 into x power minus 1 by 3 equal to 0, we cannot define that function. So this derivative never 0. It is undefined at x equal to 0. We have to find the f value when f dash is undefined. So evaluate the f at endpoints at x equal to 0 and minus 27, 8. First, let us see f of minus 27. This 27 can be written as the 3 cube. So, minus 27 whole power 1 by 3. First, let us verify this minus 27 whole power 1 by 3. That is minus 27. We can write it as 3 power 3 whole power 1 by 3. That equal to 3 will cancel. That is the minus 3. And when you substitute this minus 3 in this function, that 3 into minus 27 whole power 1 by 3 equal to the minus 3, and there is a power 2. This minus 3 whole square equal to 9. So 3 into 9, that equal to 27. This value f of minus 27 value equal to 27 we get. And next, at another end point f of 8, that is f of 8 equal to 3 into 8 power 2 by 3. Then you can write this 8 power 1 by 3, that equal to 2, because that 2 power 2 cube whole power 1 by 3, 3 will cancel, that is the 2. 8 power 1 by 3 is the 2, and then 2 square, that is the 4. So f of 8 equal to 4 into 3, that is the 12. And f of 0, that if we substitute the 0, that will be 0. So among these three values, that is minus f of minus 27 is the 27, and f of 8 value is 12, and f of 0 is the 0. Among these three, the maximum value is the 27. So absolute maximum f of minus 27, that equal to 27 at x equal to minus 27, and absolute minimum, the least value is the 0. That absolute minimum f of 0 equal to 0 at x equal to 0. Thank you for watching.